Let's bring in Rob Luna from Rob Luna Enterprises, the CEO there. You know, Rob, of course, we've talked about this before, and the conversation that you and I had 2 years ago, last year, exponentially moving faster, but it's also creating amazing opportunities. How are you positioned for all of this?
Well, that's just it, Charles. I mean, you talk about something, the speed of change. What used to be a year is happening in 2 to 3 months right now. And you said it right there. The traditional fossil fuels, they're not going to get us there. You know, you saw what was going on with Bitcoin mining. AI is going to take an incredible need of energy. And the way I'm playing it, Charles, you just had the founder on yesterday, nanonuclear, nuclear technology, Oklo. These are the names that you have to own. I think it's going to be a big winner this year, next year. Not enough people are listening to it right now, Charles. You've got to get into nuclear if you want to be a leader in the AI race.
Let me ask you about another area that you've been talking about. You and I both talked about this, you know, the wealth effect, particularly now, this notion of prosperity. You've got some ideas, and I wanted to go over them with you because, you know, obviously very intriguing, starting with Restoration Hardware. Seems like they can't miss. I mean, it's one of these names. Every time they report, the stock goes through the roof, and you're like, golly, why don't I own that stock? You still see more upside?
Yeah, I love it. Look, everyone, you just feel it. Animal spirits. Everyone is feeling better right now, Charles. And if you take a look at Restoration Hardware, they keep hitting on the right product lines for the right people. They're getting back orders right now. And look, it's been a tragedy what's happened over there in California. But if you look at the areas that have been impacted by the fire, the demographics, wealthier demographics, they're not only going to have to wait to rebuild to buy furniture, they're moving places, they're getting insurance checks, they need furniture now. I think that's going to be another catalyst for RH to continue to head 20 to 30% higher, I think, in the next 12 months, Charles.
You like Richemont, which, by the way, I love Richemont in terms of products. I have on a Breguet. I'm not sure if it's a Richemont product, but it's either Richemont or someone else, right? I mean, but is the spending back, right? Because a lot of that spending on these sort of items were coming out of China.
Well, yeah, they own that. They own Panerai, and I think my wife single-handedly, Charles, keeps Cartier in business over there. So this is exactly what you want to own right now. CFRUY. Richemont is a stock. You don't get as much notoriety as LVMH, but I think Richemont's went a little bit under the radar that people should pick up right here.
And Disney, I'm really surprised to see this on your list, although you do have to be rich to go there.
Yeah, you do these days. And look, I think the whole thing, Iger's back. He says, you know, the whole woke thing is getting thrown out the window. So I think people who are boycotting that stock are coming back. And the thing about this, they're expanding their cruise line a lot faster than people believe. They're booked out on these ships. And if you look at Royal Caribbean, if you look at Norwegian, the cruise stocks are hot. That's going to add to their earnings. I like Disney a lot, Charles.
Hey, man, I got to let you go. But before, last time you were on, you were talking about buying a quantum dip. Did you buy the Jensen dip?
I did. I'm right now into Rigetti's, the big one that I have over there. Look, Charles, just one last thing. You've got to be in quantum. You've got to be in robotics. You've got to be in nuclear, and you've got to be in cybersecurity. If you want to play like you got the opportunity in the early 90s through 2000, it's here. It's right now. Don't miss out on those sectors.
So don't worry about the volatility. It's still early.
You got to buy the dips.
I got you. Rob, thanks a lot, my man. Let's talk again real soon.